spirit of investigative journalism, this newsletter uncovers the ongoing controversies surrounding Child Protective Services, CPS, across the United States. From wrongful child removals to systemic failures in foster care, we bring you the latest developments, substantiated by recent reports and lawsuits. For more resources, visit cpsbreakingnews.com and subscribe to www.youtube.com/@abolishcps for in-depth discussions and advocacy. In New York, a class action lawsuit accuses the Administration for Children's Services, ACS, of violating parents' Fourth Amendment rights during home investigations. Parents report being coerced into allowing searches without warrants under threats of child removal. This rare constitutional challenge aims to defend families from unwarranted intrusions, revealing how CPS tactics can traumatize households. Spike in child fatalities sparks debate over policies. In Washington state, a surge in fatal and near-fatal incidents involving children in 2025 has reignited discussions on CPS removal practices. Critics argue that hasty removals without sufficient evidence contribute to family destabilization, while defenders point to the challenges of balancing safety with family unity. This controversy reflects broader national debates on whether CPS policies exacerbate rather than prevent harm.
Human trafficking risks among child welfare-involved youth. A 2024 study reveals verified human trafficking allegations among children in the child welfare system, particularly those with repeat involvements. While not directly implicating CPS in trafficking, the research
sparks debate on removal policies. In Washington state, a surge in fatal and near-fatal incidents involving children in 2025 has reignited discussions on CPS removal practices. Critics argue that hasty removals without sufficient evidence contribute to family destabilization, while defenders point to the challenges of balancing safety with family unity. This controversy reflects broader national debates on whether CPS policies exacerbate rather than prevent harm.
Human trafficking risks among child welfare-involved youth. A 2024 study reveals verified human trafficking allegations among children in the child welfare system, particularly those with repeat involvements. While not directly implicating CPS in trafficking, the research shows how system instability increases vulnerability to exploitation, including sex and labor trafficking. Federal reports from 2024 emphasize the need for better protections, with FBI operations arresting hundreds in child sex abuse crackdowns. In the complex world of child welfare, a common legal question arises. What rights do parents have when CPS initiates an investigation, and what remedies exist if a child is wrongfully removed? The core issue stems from the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. CPS workers often enter homes without warrants, citing exigent circumstances. But recent lawsuits clarify that parents can refuse entry absent a court order or immediate danger. For instance, in cases like those in New York City, families have successfully challenged coercive tactics, leading to demands for clearer protocols on parental consent. If a child is removed unjustly, solutions include filing a civil rights lawsuit under Section 1983 in federal court. Parents must prove violations like lack of due process or qualified immunity breaches. Successful cases, such as foster care abuse settlements, demonstrate potential for compensation, with payouts sometimes exceeding millions for egregious harms. Steps to pursue: document everything. Gather evidence of the investigation, including reports and communications. Consult an attorney. Civil rights lawyers specialize in these cases. Initial consultations are often free. File a complaint. Sue in federal court, seeking damages for emotional distress and punitive awards if malice is shown. Appeal removals. use state family courts to contest decisions, potentially leading to reunification. While CPS aims to protect children, overreach can devastate families. Reforms, like mandatory Miranda-like warnings for parents, are proposed to ensure transparency. For advocacy, turn to resources like cpsbreakingnews.com.
In a wave of outrage sweeping the nation, parents, advocates, and survivors gathered in cities across the U.S. from September 7th to 9th, 2025, to protest what they call systemic corruption in Child Protective Services, CPS, and family courts. Demonstrators in Orange County, CA, and beyond chanted slogans demanding accountability, third-party oversight, and an end to practices they allege facilitate child trafficking and unjust family separations. One protester in Sacramento shared a harrowing story of CPS removing children without due process, echoing broader claims that the system prioritizes financial incentives over family unity. These protests, organized by groups like Family Court Fraud Warrior, highlight ongoing allegations that CPS agencies receive federal bonuses for adoptions under the 1997 Adoption and Safe Families Act, potentially incentivizing removals.
We the people of CPS victim need a hero, need a hero. CPS victim need a hero, need a hero. Let me break it down for you one time. CPA snatching kids is a crime. We need a punisher, the one and only kind, exposing that corruption, their demise. Families in distress, who do they turn to? We need the punisher to do what he do. I think the time is now, the time is overdue. If you're a CPA victim, then this song is for you. CPS victim need a hero, need a hero. CPS victim need a hero, need a hero. Someone to expose the corruption, stop the abduction, stop the destruction. CPA's punishment is the function. When they snatch the kids, it's disgusting. For the victims, we stand. Bring back the family, bring back the fam. I hope you understand, a CPS victim needs a helping hand.
All right. Well, that beginning intro was a little bit sloppy there, Henry.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? So that beginning intro was a little bit sloppy, but you know, what are we gonna do?
That's all right. I kind of liked it because I noticed we got a new screen behind my head, huh?
Yeah, look at that. That's for our forum that we're gonna have, our summit that we're gonna call all these supposed anybody that's leading a group for CPS or for family court. We invite you to, on February 21st, come here and join us and sit. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's nice. That's not going to work. That's too bad. So we invite anybody that's a leader in these groups in this movement to come and join us for a forum that we will like people to join and watch and ask questions of these groups so we can get an idea of who these people are that are running these groups and what their goals are. There we go. That's the right camera.
Well, you know me, I'd rather have the open debate on what we do as one. What can we collaborate on? What can we ensure that we're not going to be pitying ourselves with discrimination as we watch groups implode? And worst of all is the people who are totally taking advantage of a lot of people.
Well, that's the whole idea. Let's weed this out and let people decide
Let's
for
have a
themselves.
fight. Let's have an open debate on what is the law. Does that make sense to you?
No, certainly doesn't.
I mean, we can have an open dialogue. It's a technical assistance and technical advice that, based off of what you've done with filing, you should know that area of the law and have an opinion to express in the public and figure out why our constitutional rights are not being followed.
Henry, let's ease it up, buddy. It's Friday night. We don't need to be that technical and talking here right now.
Well, I don't know. I've had a jacked up week myself.
But back to the whole summit concept that you just asked about and then went away from. Yeah, we want the leaders of all of these groups to come out and say their piece. We want them to say, look, this is what we are. This is what we stand for. These are our goals. Mm-hmm. This is what's going on. And we want people that are watching deserve to have answers. The people that are supporting these groups deserve to have answers. They're all committing their last bits of hope of what they have and what they've got left in them for energies and caring and loving and all this and hope for their whole existence for their children. You need to know what these groups are actually about and the ones that are leading it, what they stand for, what they're about. So we're calling on all of these leaders to step forward, put themselves out into the summit and allow people to ask questions, and I mean, we're not going to let this be a pegging board. I mean, the questions that are going to be asked will be.
I want a factual debate. Let's go for a debate on a lot of subjects. I mean, it's so crazy, but the most is, how do we come together as one for Congress purpose? Because I believe we got about 9 months, guys, to get something done. If it ain't done, we've been hearing the promises from how long? From everybody, and they change their tunes every week. I continue to say this is one of the greatest shows on earth. Is Family Court. Then I'll go politics. Because you don't know what the truth is anywhere. And if it is the truth, we didn't even want to know about it.
Well, here's the problem, man. We're never going to get unity. Everybody's going to fight. Look at what happened this week. Just if you look at Facebook, we all look like complete and utter morons because everybody just wants to fight like this is kindergarten. Everybody wants to be something. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to do this. Everybody does. All these leaders of these groups, all they do is tear other people down. That's all they do because everybody wants to be the first at whatever, for whatever reasons. And it's wrong. It's very wrong. I mean, I've been under attack all week. And like Dave Waggle is under fucking huge fire. Dave Waggle, they're putting him out to slaughter, for God's sakes. I mean, like we're doing all we can do to defend these guys off. But I mean, they are just hammering on him, and for what reason?
You don't think the plants that are in this movement that are purposely doing the puppet show work to us doesn't love this chaos that's being created? And if there is truly false allegations, let's have ourselves a people's court.
No, that's it. This is what they do. They put these plants in here to cause distraction so that when the people are getting closer to the answer or closer to the fight that they need to be fighting,
you got it.
Everybody right away. That's what this is. But who are those people? Who's those people?
Totally agree.
Who are the plants right now in this CPS movement?
Because everyone that I know in this movement that I follow, and I follow a lot, and I'm willing to listen to anyone, because you're an idiot if you don't listen first and then decide which way to go. But again, it's arguments that, man, they make sense. They make sense, Darren. The way people are able to pitch them, now we just need to have it where it's factual purpose. If that makes sense. Somebody cannot just say, I've done XYZ and never put it forward. I stand on every document that I've filed in family court according to the American Disabilities Act or in public settings, demanding my rights for my child and me and people in similar and same situations.
Yeah. And do I, just like everything I say, anything I speak on here is the truth, man. And I will back it up with every bit of, every bit of everything that I say. I mean, this is the truth and this is where it lies. But there's a lot of people out there that are trying to convince you to follow them, to be with their groups, do what they say, do this, do that, this complete mind control game. Make sure you're this, that, or the other. And they're really the ones that aren't clean to begin with. So you need to be cautious and careful about those things.
Let's vet it. Let's vet it. And again, somebody has an application, and you know what? It just needs to be twisted just a hair more to make it correct. Why not listen to the fucking facts and then we break it apart as a team? I just don't get it, because sooner or later, if you were capable of merging all of our arguments together as one major focal point, we should be able to topple the system. Because I got millions of questions. Where's the accountability? Like when you go to senators, don't you have a right for an investigation? How do they have a choice when it's discrimination and it's federal dollars being used against people with disabilities? Trying to segregate and separate them and isolate them from societies.
Or when these judges aren't listening, they're not ruling right. How come legislators and senators aren't listening then?
How do you get to moot a civil right? I still don't even get. I asked you this question earlier. When did moot start? How did they get the power to moot my harm?
You know what? There's one thing that you can't do, and you can't account on the corruption in the courts. You can't account for that.
Yep.
And that's.
It runs deep, brother. And it's not only in the courts, it's in the parents' rights movement itself. Come on. How has there never been a fucking plant? Look at January 6th, how many plants they had in the fucking crowd. I mean, think about what I'm saying here, guys. Is this unfeasible? Is there somebody not out there that can go through these Doge reports and find the snakes in the grass who've been financially paid? I just don't get it. How is this not open public knowledge? And if I'm not stupid, because I am a stupid person, I'll be the first one to admit it. I know nothing about IT stuff. Don't care about it. Don't really want it. I'd rather just build you a home from start to finish. That's my kind of skills.
Where he calls us, me or Becca, for that stuff, for the technical stuff.
Again, how is this not public information? How do we not know people are on the payroll of DCF or CIA or FBI or a state or some charity foundation bullshit that pays for the chaos? I don't know.
No, I agree with that. I get, like for the CIA and stuff, that's a little bit different because that's protecting them for, their own, their well-being, and they're doing missions and things like that.
Well, however, again, I take back as a January
deserves to have wide open. They need to have transparency more so than they have now. And there's that senator in Michigan that's fighting for that stuff now.
Yes, and he just get courtroom cameras. I think I saw that video today, and I posted it on our Connecticut's Facebook club for parents. And I love stuff like that. When you start seeing that and judges going to jail, oh, please send me those videos.
Yeah, not the AI created ones either.
Well, that's another hard one too.
There's a lot of that AI creating bullshit going on out there that people are trying to pass things off on as true, and they're not. And that's we don't need that stuff either. We're coming to a crossroads here, folks. And I guess pretty much it's this: before we can get all of our ducks in the row and unite, we need to find all the worms first. Because we're never going to be able to unite if we don't find out who the ones that are destroying the movement are.
Like my good friend Melissa there that was on our show the other night. Again, she believes that the government is going to go digital. And why can't the system of divorce or crimes, neglect, abuse, or review of a judge for errors, why isn't this run through in a system that confirms the Title IV funding was use appropriate.
Yeah, I don't know, Henry. Why wasn't it?
I don't get it, man. It's an accountability that any other federal funding would have to account. In other words, if they bought 52 desks, they have to show where they have 52 desks in inventory.
Henry, here we go. I got something for you right now.
Freak me out.
Let's go to the movies. Let's learn together, everybody. Here we go, Henry. Here's the answer to your question.
I've asked 20 so far. The biggest one is I hope there's going to be delegates of groups coming to talk with us. Nobody's trying to piss on anyone's fire. We got to tell the truth, and I think we're the neutral ones to bring everyone together.
इमेजिन कीजिए कि अगर आपको स्विमिंग के बारे में सब कुछ
All
अच्छे से
right,
पढ़ाया
Karen,
जाए
now.
और उसके बाद
Now, see, Henry,
I ain't being prejudiced. Are you being funny about effective communication right now?
This is a moot video to us right now.
Okay.
Okay. So there you go. That is a moot video for us, for the courts. So I didn't realize that.
I still don't get how that applies, because if I understood, she could have been telling a good story.
I'm sure she was, but we didn't have effective communications, did we? Because we weren't given any sort of.
No, we did not, sir.
Yeah. So there we go. Now, in that whole thing, we just went around all the answers to all the questions.
And me, as a person, I wouldn't know how to switch it over to a translation if they did have to translate. Statement of fact. I assume moot comes back from the British days. I assume it comes back from admiralty law. But again, I cannot see how they can moot constitutional right or claim to.
This is
the right from remedy.
Yeah, this is not going to work for us.
Are you sure somebody didn't hack you and change all your settings in your computer?
Yeah, apparently maybe they did.
I don't know. I'd rather stay on the subject of who we can get, who we respect, and everyone should be sending us again a delegate. I don't care if you can't make it, if you're not the best argumentative litigator in the group on the facts. Don't want to get into personal BS.
No,
I'm not sure. But I mean, I'm feeling pretty evil. I'm feeling pretty evil because I'd even invite Francesca Amata to this damn program, and I'd love to debate her openly instead of her just say, "I'm a forensic expert."
Hold on. This one and only karma. The past 2 nights I have been really, really sick. That's why we weren't on. That's why we hadn't been on. It has nothing to do with the Facebook drama or any of that stuff. It was because I've been not well the past few days. Today's the first day that I've even kind of crawled out of my little shell and come out. But I knew we had to do something and get on here, so that's why we're here now. But yeah, it had nothing to do with any of that drama that's going on.
Drama from the drama queen that hides behind her phone. What doesn't want to openly debate, mutes you, takes you, blocks you. You know what I mean? Come on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she's more than welcome to come to the.
She's a family warrior, and she takes her sister and her son to the fucking Golden Globe event that they went to with a bunch of fucking, I don't know. I forgot. One lady said she redesigned society or some bullshit like that. I'm like, what the fuck kind of people are these?
Yeah, they're just status people, man. Status people.
You know what it reminded me of? The Mockingbird, and that was the whole fucking inner city fucking sanctuary. You know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That movie, The Mockingbird, you know how you have 12. She's good with the bow. They go to an island, they kill each other, and the 12 sections fight it out. Isn't it Mockingbird?
No, I don't know that one, buddy. No, but I want all of the people that are heading any of these groups to come to this summit to sit out there and put out there what their
Or
intentions are.
delegates, because you
What
can
are
have
they doing?
multiple people. I'm good with multiple people. I just don't want to be flooded.
Whatever it is, I want to know what their goals are.
I would prefer a cap of 4 delegates because again, per group,
Henry,
3 delegates, 2 delegates. That sounds good to me.
It's not, no, it doesn't at all. I want the leaders of the groups to come out here, and I want them to give the answers to the people that they're trying to lead. I want the answers of what their plans are, what their goals are, how they plan to get there, and what they expect of the people that follow them.
Well,
That
I'm
needs to be-
also throwing it out to the number 2s in charge because you know what? Honestly, every group has a second person that the leader leans on.
It's good.
So-
You can have that one. But the real summit will be for the leaders, and that's that.
Leaders only. I don't want to hear
People deserve to
stories.
hear.
I don't want to
people
hear drama. I don't want to hear their personal problems. I want to hear fact of law of what you're good at and what you're preaching. And then let's have an open debate to see if we can twist it into the right thing.
Well, it's not going to be a debate. They need to answer questions. The questions that people have for them, they need to be answered.
Yeah, but I mean, as a general audience might tune in one day and they're like, "Oh my God, that sounds like a freaking!" It's like going to church on a Sunday. How do you not get empowered when people passionately believe in what they believe? And that's I support people who believe in what they believe through their passion. I'll listen to their debate, but I'm not going to listen to the debate on somebody who just wants to sit on the side of the street and hold a sign. I'm not even interested because 9 out of 10 times, there it is. We can't even. I haven't been able to see the list. Now I wonder why did the list come in so late?
Oh, because it wasn't on. I was letting everybody
Thanks,
listen
Gunner. How come Gunner doesn't come in?
because we didn't ask him to.
Oh,
That's why he didn't come in. So yeah, that's it. The date, Gunner, is February 21st. And it's gonna be at 8:00 that night. I mean, you and Gunner, I figured since you are a host here, you'd be on that anyway. Because I think that what we'll do is we'll have the people that are watching put in questions, and then we will select the questions that will be asked of these people on the panel. Us as the host will pick the questions, and we will ask it of them, and they'll have to answer them. If they can't answer them, and if they don't answer them, then we know what they're about. That's it. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's kind of like what they do in the presidential election time, like a town hall type meeting. Or, I mean, I guess you could say it's kind of a debate, but it's not meant to be that way. It's just going to be, look, answer the questions. What are you doing? Francesca Amato, what are you doing? And what's truth? And we'll have fact checkers.
why are
there to
you
make sure
doing this?
we're telling
It's
the
not
truth.
even constitutional, and I'll debate it all day long.
Mhm. Well, that's what Henry will be doing. We'll have Henry on the fact check.
Never mind taking the ADA and shoving her $3,000 up her ass because we're coming soon. Trust me. Fucked up my plans. I waited 22 years because you have to wait for the child to age out of the system before you can come forward with the discrimination. Because when you do come forward like I am now, there is no going back. There is no, oh, geez, I want retaliation. Nah, you're at that point right now where the target's been put on your back. Just like every one of us advocates out there, they are looking to fuck with us. And I swear to God, it's plants. And I think the major plant in my life is somebody that I'm dying to debate.
Well, you should put that
When
up
I get
on
them
your,
facts proved, baby, fucking watch out for the steam roller is going to come at you.
well, Henry, put him on your show. Invite him to your
Legally.
show.
Legally. She wouldn't even come on your show, bro.
Well, we know why she wouldn't come on mine.
But
But it's not just about
I
her.
begged, borrowed, and pleaded, and she snuck in
not
on
just-
mine one night, and when she made sure it was safe. It's sort of like I'm not calling it this way, but it was weird the other night when you jumped on, and then Kathleen jumped off. Like, why, Kathleen? Debate us. I'm vocal. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Prove I'm wrong. How I'm wrong. Doesn't that make sense?
Mhm. It sure does. But there's a lot of other people out there that are running these groups that need to come out. We need to get Connie on here. We need to get Tanawa and
I would
Jess.
love to have it out with
We
Connie.
need to get all of- well, it's not about having out with them, dude. I mean,
Not
it's
with
not,
have it out with her about the ADA,
It's
the
not the attitude
application,
that-
put it towards her, how she can further her arguments. I would love to send her some of my briefs.
First of all, with your debating skills, man, you better read a little bit about them first, because you can't just talk over and muscle your way into a conversation like that. You need to listen. You need to answer appropriately, and when it's your turn, because it needs to be done in a respectful way. It can't just be, I'm ready to go at them and like tear their throats out. These people need a chance to.
I thought I was the moderator.
Well, that's not moderating, is it?
I want to moderate and have my own little sidebar debate setting the standard on why.
So you want to have the Henry show?
Nope, not really.
Well,
I'm not going to tolerate a total bashing, man. I want factual, man. Let's be big people and have a good conversation on why it is or is not working. And again, I am not looking for personal stories. I want to see how people have played the application of law. I have so many questions about law, and I'm sorry, they don't teach law in the schools. So like a Sunday paper, I think we should be able to debate law openly in the public. Why can't we? What I cover is the ADA, which is technical assistance and technical guidance. Settlement agreements. You can't talk about settlement agreement. You can't talk about this weekend's football game. It's the same shit. It's people got to understand we're here for educational purposes. Why don't we act somewhat intelligent and have some type of debate on where it's going to go? Because even if we do get laws passed this year, guys, next year they're going to figure out how to curtail it, or they're not going to imply it. So we're going to have to figure out.
That's why abolishment's it, man. That's why abolishment's it. But until then,
I feel as you, but as you know, I deal with disabled world, and sooner or later, my child might be in state care because they refuse to appreciate the findings of Olmstead decision, which is community living and community participation. Right now at 22, my child should be working towards his own individuality and his own routine, his own job. And it doesn't have to be a paid job. It could be a voluntary thing, depending on skill of person. But they have to get out. You cannot keep these people locked in an institution, which is any four walls they put your kids in or they put my kids in.
Yeah, well, Donald Trump just ordered that the institutions, he wants them all, the asylums open back up.
I don't see it happening. They got the whole freaking disabled world freaking out again. I seen that the other day on a couple posts. If they would just stop with the what happened in the disabled world, in my opinion, was a lot of the money's started getting diversified to LGBTQ XYZ communities and this, Me Too crap or whatever, and it just everyone became a problem.
Comments on still? Are they on? Can you guys see the comments?
Yeah, the comments are on. Hi, Tammy, John, Gunner. One and only Karma. Hi, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's real good. That's a great person.
Cindy Lynn, she's 39.
Aren't all women 39 when they are?
Yep.
Every woman I know is 39.
Yep. So,
what is it, honey?
I guess I got to get me a good
36, Henry. Every woman is 36.
Every woman is 36.
Yes, that and the trans movement is definitely taking the yeah. That's another thing too, is I think that CPS workers should be held up to a standard of they need to be drug and alcohol tested. They should be checked. Their mental evaluation and their mental well-being should be checked at all times, just like judges. They should all be held accountable for that stuff, because the pressures that they're under every day definitely must have some sort of a game in their psyches. But they should all be checked on that on a regular basis. That should be put into this stuff. If these people really want to write these bills and try to get this thing fixed and everything, those are the directions that you need to head, is start putting more pressure on the caseworkers and the judges to achieve fairness in these courts, not to try to add money to this program or add money to that program. Put it where we need it to be, and that's pressure on these workers and the people that are making the decisions for us. Because how do we know that their well-being is up to par and that they're not fucked up behind the stands, like eating Adderall and Xanax and all this shit? The same thing that they're holding the parents to. If they're going to hold the parents to this stuff, then the people that are doing it need to be held to that same accountability. So I guarantee you, every caseworker would test positive for Adderall and weekend wine drinking. I'll guarantee you that. Like there's just no way that it's not the truth. And these judges probably come in half drunk half the time. That's the truth, and we all know that. I mean, they wouldn't make fun of it so many times in all the movies if it wasn't true.
Yep.
And you can't be that corrupt and do this many bad things to people not being on some sort of a substance.
It's insane. Well, a lot of them are just greedy too. They believe the money's better in their pockets than in your kids' pockets, and they'll do anything to get it into their kids' pockets.
Or out of your kids' pockets into theirs.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. Yeah, and that's why they're mostly pedophiles, because they take the little kids' pants off.
Hey, I have a question. What does our audience know about, because if we're all on this leaning towards Title 40 funding, B, D, C, XYZ, let's even call it CMS, let's call it Medicaid, because you have to look at it as a group thing. But what is the Walsh Act? Does anyone really know what the teeth on the Walsh Act is? Because I'm playing with a little fight in my head right now where I propose some pretty good fines and based it off of escalation of inflation on when the original fines I found was invented, let's just say in the 60s. And if it was $1, let's go for inflation. Turns out to be it's $20 now. So, I mean, anyone
about the Adam Walsh Child Protection Act? Is that what you're
talking about? Does anyone got anything on that one? Because I'm having a struggle now with Kathleen's idea of a $5 fine.
It says the Walsh Act organizes sex offenders into 3 tiers according to crime committed and mandates that the Tier 3 offenders, the most serious tier, update their whereabouts every 3 months with lifetime registration requirements. Tier 2 offenders must update their whereabouts every 6 months with 25 years of registration, and Tier 1 offenders must update their whereabouts every year with 15 years of registration. Failure to register and update information is a felony under the law, and states are required to publicly disclose information of Tier 2 and Tier 3 offenders at minimum. It also contains civil commitment provisions for sexually dangerous people.
So what does that have to do with a state employee failing to call and know that the child was sex trafficked or, harms came to the child because they neglected to call and report the child missing?
Because it says the Act also organizes all state and territory sex offending registries into one searchable national database and instructs each state and territory to apply identical criteria for posting offender data in the internet. Offender's name, address, date, birthplace, employment, photograph. The act was named after Adam Walsh, an American boy who was abducted from Florida shopping mall in 1981, later found murdered. His case remained unsolved for nearly 30 years. And as of 2024, the DOJ says that 18 states, 137 tribes, and 4 territories have substantially implemented requirements of the Adam Walsh Act.
Yeah, but it was in regards to, I think she was tying it into a report. And this is what I'm saying to you guys about the open debate. We need such a clarification of what is going on here. And I'm again stressing this, that on the 26th, correct? What was it? The number of the 20th? Because my kids, the no kids is blocking the number.
21, February 21st.
February 21st, which is a Saturday night, right?
Yes, sir.
On my slot time, 7:30 Eastern Standard. You want to do 8 o'clock? You sure?
8 o'clock it is. Prime time, baby.
I mean, I'm serious, guys. I wouldn't mind a 3-hour show. Everybody freaking pull up their seat and let's buck down on this shit, because the fighting's got to stop. And again, we'll eliminate publicly, who's good and who's not good, who's right, who's not, who is right. And are we willing to change the argument to make it right?
Right. We'll put a kibosh to all the bickering and everything. It's all needs to be handled that night. So the questions that you guys write in, and you need to go to cpsbreakingnews.com. And I want everybody that's going to be writing in questions. There's a form on cpsbreakingnews.com that you guys need to fill that out and submit it. And that way we have the questions beforehand. And we'll obviously make some adjustments for people that are adding um, questions that night, that if they're good enough for us to respond to or add to, then we will. But we'd like to have the list of questions prior to. So go to cpsbreakingnews.com and you can fill out the form there, and that's how you can participate in that way also.
And we're going to be sending out. Did we decide whether we're going to turn into Zoom so we could take a couple hundred people? And again, if a group has got a Zoom or something like that, or 500 people, because I would like this to be big. I'm not denying anyone a voice at the table.
This to get no people. I mean, this is obviously we're going to try to make it as big as we can make it, Henry.
It needs to be a national event every year. We coordinate an attack, legislatively speaking. And guys, I don't care about personal. I support every parent. Every good parent should be in their life. And if you are a bad parent, I believe you should be on a motherfucking registry. So I know my next door neighbor just beat the shit out of his kid, and I should keep an eye on the punk ass.
When a lot of us are on them, then we shouldn't be. They already have those. So
it's not happening in family court, and it doesn't happen for state employees either.
No, but it happens to parents that are unjustly accused and found guilty by Child Protective Services.
Right, but usually it's hidden by in like in Ray, or in Sam A, or it's never legal names are used in termination proceedings.
Oh no, it's right there. If you've been substantiated, it's right out there, dude. It's a national database.
See, another thing I didn't know. I've never checked. I never went to go check once on a parent. You know what I mean, to see if they've terminated their rights.
Well, it doesn't tell you if your rights have been terminated. It tells you that you've been found guilty of abuse and neglect,
which is child.
Because you don't even get to go to court for it or nothing. They just automatically put you on the list.
Okay. Well, my problem is state actors and state players. So why isn't there a list for them?
Because they're not going to make a list when it's their team.
They just get reassigned.
Right.
In Connecticut, CHRO reassigned somebody, and it's a fucking joke, dude. She's still calling the shots behind the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way they rotate people too. Oh, they're a manager this year. Oh, next year they're just a caseworker. Oh, next year they're in a different department.
That's because the complaints come in about them, so they got to shift them around.
They shift them around, which that should be totally illegal, part of their funding. Come on, if a cop turns around and he discriminates against somebody for being a minority, then that cop should not be another cop in another fucking town.
Yeah, Cody just said that. Cody just said that they do that with cops too. The same thing. They shift them over.
Oh, wait a minute. You telling me we were breaking Cody tonight?
Yeah, we were going to break
Cody. Come on in. Debate me, man. Debate me, Cody.
Henry, good God. Thank God you're not around real people. You'd have the boxing gloves on. And here comes Cody. What's up?
All right, Cody, introduce yourself. Welcome to the world of protection.
Let me get him cameraed up. Hold on a second here. I've been reading this Adam Walsh Act. It's freaking very, very long.
Well, again, I'm not getting how this whole $5. So I proposed something. I emailed it to you earlier, but then I went and ran it through another system, and I applied some ADA to it. And I'm not done, but my data will be done by that night. And again, Kathleen, this is not disrespectful. I'm just wanting to know truthfully what's going on. I mean, in January, we heard our bill was going to be end of January. Now it's because people are trailing you. I just don't get it. I mean, and again, Billy from Toll and Roll, I get why they don't want you. You end it all. You end it all 100%, and they're having a hard time swallowing that pill. I get that one. Tanoa, Jessica, no harm here. You know what I mean? You guys got to come in. Let's explore. Lewis, let's explore. What else can we talk about? Dave, please, Dave.
Oh, you know Dave will come in, man. Dave's our boy.
I never even heard from that girl Cindy, and that night I came in and I gave up my time, and that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about when I say it's practical to start doing the even 6-month debate, on certain topics that could be affecting us. Because again, the system's always morphing, guys. They're coming up with new ideas, and if we're kicking the wall down one way, I think we all should get behind that push on the wall, because the point is to get that wall to break open so we can have an open debate on Congress floor about truly what's going on.
Oh, I mean, why is it got to be Congress, right?
Well, that's the only way to amend, get rid of the bar and bad state actors and state players is to financially hold them accountable. Anytime I've seen a civil rights movement, it's not been about the abuse to the person. It's about the misuse of federal dollars. Period. Cody, debate me, man. Kick Karen. Hey, kick Karen out of the seat. Introduce you to the world. Hey, there he is.
Hey, what's going on?
Cody's in the house now. We're breaking Cody's key. We're breaking his cherry.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Newbie, got any life crisis problems we can address for you?
Yeah. No, not right now. But just to touch base on what you were saying about the cops and stuff. Yeah, when they get like reports on them or they do something like they're not supposed to, illegal or whatever, and what they do so they don't see them again, they either transfer them to a different department or district, and they actually promote them. So the more shit they do wrong, they actually get promoted for.
Well, because the shit they do wrong protects the system.
Right. So.
And in the end, they all get hung, because I know like a warden, I grew up with a warden, and he got hung. And again, there's only so much shit somebody can take for abuse. Other people, they thrive on it.
Yeah. And that's what they'll do. They just move them through up the ranks,
right up
and
next town.
It's just crazy. Yeah, and they'll move them over to a new town or whatever. They don't get rid of them. It's
insane.
But if you work for Home Depot or one of those other companies, you'd be fired in an instant.
Oh yeah, yep, gone.
If you did any of that stuff,
Shit, you walk into Home Depot now, they got a picture of you, and they already got you labeled as a possible watcher or non-watcher, face recognition. So again, you're guilty, just like the government, in speeding. Oh, we're sitting here drunk driving. How many people really are driving drunk?
Right.
Isn't that like a persecution of society, claiming we're all going to drive drunk? So for our protection, they have to have a fucking roadblock.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Which they need to post in the newspapers or some sort of press before they have them.
Yeah.
To make them legit. So don't forget that.
Listen, it's as small as possible, and who the hell has the truth for newspapers anymore? I seem to get all my information from the net. Or I watch the news for the weather, and that's it.
We're the only ones that spread the truth. That's where it is. But Cody, what do you think? Don't you think it's cool? Don't you think this is good that we have all these people? I mean, you listen all the time to all the different bullshit I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that we pull everybody out and put them out on blast and let's go.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's hear what everybody's got to say for real.
Yeah, sure. I think it's a good idea.
There's questions that need to be answered. There's questions that people have that need to be answered. So anybody that's leading these groups, you need to step up and come out and join us.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree on that. Then they can say their 2 cents or whatever they got,
And we have to do it just like it's law. Like, that's the facts. If they come out and they say something that's proven to be right, then that's it. It is what it is, and that's dropped. From that point forward, there's no more. Like, people will say Connie is this, that, or this, or Jessica and Tanawa are this, that, or this. We just heard Lewis put up some accusations about them the other day. Well, let's hear what the truth is. Let's hear what these people have to say.
Prove everyone wrong or whatever.
Right. And again, it's not no disrespect, because if we're news, we got to tell both sides of the coin. And that's the only way we're going to get this to the truth. And Cindy, I don't know, Darren took down my name, but it's Henry J. Martaccio, Facebook. I got an Instagram and all that other crap I don't look at. Darren made me get it. I'm going to blame him. Facebook this way. I'm old school, truthfully, emails, but the best way is a phone call.
Yeah, you don't want your number up there. Jesus, everybody
Yeah.
calling you.
Mhm.
The last thing you want to put up.
Yep.
So, anyways, do you will throw up my last name, or do you want me to just spell it out for her?
Go for it, Henry. Let's hear what you have to say.
It's Henry J, because you got to use the J. That's the account I answer. Martocchio, MarToccchio.
He has a blog on the CPS Breaking News website that he never uses.
Listen, I can't even tell
but he
people how
should
to
be.
find me on that place. That's how sad I am.
Netflix. You're on Netflix too? Damn.
Yeah, it did say, he did say Netflix, didn't he? That's interesting,
It
Henry.
is.
I
Henry,
Learn
can't
something
even.
new every day, Henry.
Don't even want to know about the stuff.
well, you don't get the choice, Henry. That's part of being here, buddy.
I
It's part of
know.
being in the news.
It's part of being an advocate that I have to get used to the technology world, and I hate every fucking minute of it. I actually, guys, I just got finished filing 4 different times for my Supreme Court case, which is Connecticut SC 250300. Check that one out. And yes, it's about the ADA period and courts, programs, services, and activities. But most of all, not giving me a Title I application. I am a Title II person. I do not answer to the HR Department of Judicial.
So, for anybody that doesn't know, here is the website right here. Do you even know about the website, Henry?
Hell no. I'll blame that one on Becca. She was supposed to teach me. Then Danielle was going to teach me. Then I'm back to Becca. And nobody's got time for me. I'm too stupid.
Here's the summit. This is the summit registration form, guys, right here, right on the front of the page. You go here, fill it out, put your name, address, fill it in, all that good stuff, submit. And then we have all kinds of good information here, different videos that we've gone through. My book that I've written right there, that's how you get the book. I do the monthly newsletter. That's right there. Henry, here's the that report that they were just talking about the other night on your show that we've had up here for quite some time about the missing children in Connecticut, the OIG report. And then right here, we got the next main page, which has a bunch of all kinds of.
Right.
That's still the main page. And this goes to a bunch of other. I mean, this thing's just loaded with information. These are all fostering reality stuff. I think
got to make some room for some serious briefs. Let people review them. I don't care. I'm an open book. If I've done something wrong, please point it out because it'll only make me better.
Hey, you know what? You have a blog for that. You can put your stuff on your blog and everybody can look at it. Right here, check this out. You guys get your state CPS manuals and all that stuff. Here's where your blog would be right here, Henry.
Yeah.
Let's see. ADA with Henry right there. See that? Equal and the same. Click on that.
How come I don't have a T-shirt up there for sale?
There we go. Look at this, Henry.
You
it's
know,
blank.
Nobody wants to walk around equal and the same like me. What happened? I only got a half screen, a quarter screen.
Well, all you got there is empty space. That's all I see. So check out CPS Breaking News, guys. There's all kinds of information there. Make sure you guys check that out because we do all that. So
how do we decide we're going to do this? How are we going to do this? How can we expand and get it so everyone can raise their hand? They got a question or you know, is there another? Should we do it through Google Meets or Google Docs? Well, what should we do?
Well, I'll figure out.
I've never done Zoom myself. I participated and pretty much suck at that too.
What Sinuan says not true. What's not true? What'd you lie about already, Henry?
Great attitude. I love it. Thanks. Yeah, it's MarToccchio.
Martocchio.
Yeah. For email, then you can hit me on hjmservices@yahoo.com. But even that, please don't bomb me with shit because it'll go right to my spam for things you want to show me, just like say, hey, check out this. This is cool. I mostly do just Facebook.
And we have,
or I make Darren get me the information.
Mhm.
Like Tiff does.
Yep,
Like everyone does.
that's right.
I'm surprised I didn't get
Right.
any
That's
ethical
what I do.
hackers to
That's
get
what I'm good
over
at,
me,
Henry.
because I'm still on a hunt for ethical hackers. I shouldn't say that. Scott actually contacted me. He's out in New York, and I attended an AI summit the other day, Darren. Imagine me sitting in a room with the most brilliantest people on earth on AI and where it's going.
You know what's
I'm
great?
just like, holy fuck, are you kidding
I'll
me?
tell you what's great. You know what's great is what's it, Corsair or whatever. They have a thing for people over 40 to do. They do 15-minute micro learning things about AI. It's pretty cool, man. I did it. It teaches you all kinds of good stuff, man. It's really cool. You guys should check it out if you haven't. If you're over 40 and need to learn about AI, it's really cool and it's worth the money.
Yeah. I don't know. Everyone's telling me you got to give it special prompts, like, you know, hey, I'm a educational legal student. I'm researching for a thesis.
Feces?
Feces.
Theses. Is that what you call it? The school papers, the theses they have to write at the end of the semester to get their doctorate degree?
Theses.
Feces. No, feces is something you get out, fucking Maine people.
Thesis.
Thesis.
Feces is what comes out your ass.
Yeah, that's poop.
That animal crap.
Thesis, yeah. You don't want to do this thesis.
Thesis.
Hey, that's what I get paid the big bucks to take care of. And given that heating tip for this weekend, New England's going super cold, guys. I'm telling you, you better jack up your heat, because when I design a heating system, I design it for a 0-degree day. Sunday's supposed to be minus 25 in Connecticut, bro. I'm going to freeze my cahoons out.
Negative 30.
Yeah.
Crazy. Gotta get some more wood.
Daytime high was like negative 20. I said, are you freaking kidding me? When's this? You know, I got a great thing on Facebook the other day, and this is my biggest hit ever. I think it was up to like 250 people thumbs up on it. It was Donald Trump sitting there all dressed up as a groundhog, right? Wearing his suit, his hat, his hair, and saying, just think, you got 3 more years of me. So many people.
Hey, what did Punxsutawney Phil say?
He said 6 more weeks of this shit.
Did he really?
Yeah, I think we gotta skin him while his fur is still thick. What do you think?
That's what he said? For real? Did you know
for
that
real?
That's the biggest
and it ain't lying, because we're going into the worst. Really?
They said that that's the biggest celebrated event in the world.
What's that?
Groundhog Day at Punxsutawney.
No shit.
Bigger than it's the biggest event, bigger than any event that's ever had. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Biggest party type event. Yeah, Groundhog Day in Punxsutawney.
No shit.
You probably
listen. One end, you're killing me. You're killing me with almost taking out your motorcycle, because that's BS too. You know, I'm dying to get on mine.
What?
Talking motorcycles.
Talking motorcycles. Too cold for that shit.
But then again, I wouldn't mind going skidooing right now. Anyone got a skidoo in Connecticut?
Yeah, I like to go sledding.
I miss those days. Problem is, there's no more land to go riding on.
Just probably not.
This is the first time we've had base for over 3 weeks, so we got a good crisp. I'd say probably 1.5 foot of base right now. I guess all the skiers would love this stuff too. It's crazy when you're out there on a sled. You got the gear that's minus 200 degrees and you're sweating, you know, snowmobiling, and again, you're standing there on frozen lakes and you don't even feel the cold, but you walk out to get the fucking mail and it's like, oh, there goes my back.
Yeah. So true.
Wow. I'm trying to find this. Who sent me this today? Was you the one that sent it to me, Henry? About that. You're the one that sent me that, right? About the senator, and I just want everybody to see that. The senator
Michigan.
in Michigan. Yeah, I'm gonna play that video real quick before we bounce out of here.
There's hope, guys. I'm telling you, we got to organize, Darren. And again, I don't give a shit, man. I think every parent should see their child absent, true harm, and neglect. Fuck all that other bullshit. You want to give me criminal charges of neglect and abuse? We go to criminal court.
Yeah, that's the facts right there, dude. That's the only way they should be touching your kids. There we go.
There is no secret courts anymore.
True that.
It's a crazy, warped system that is leading to death of kids. And we are here today to try to change that. CPS is a crash and burn here in the state of Michigan. There are case after case, hundreds of children dying under CPS control. They operate with minimal oversight. Cases of abuse and neglect go unchallenged without repercussions. The bill that I have put in will change this. It would allow legislators like me and others who care to get involved and get information. If somebody called me about a case, I can take a look at it and see what's happening. Currently, we can't get any information. There's a complete silence, there's a complete censorship of information, and the public has a right to know. We as legislators and you, the media, have a right to know what's going on in CPS. It's a crazy, warped system that is leading to death of kids. And we are here today to try to change that. CPS is a crash and burn disaster here in the state of Michigan. There are case after case, hundreds of children dying under CPS control. They operate with minimal oversight. Cases of abuse and neglect go unchallenged without repercussions. The bill that I have put in will change this. It would allow legislators like me and others who care to get involved and get information. If somebody called me about a case, I can take a look at it and see what's happening. Currently, we can't get any information. There's a complete silence, there's a complete censorship of information, and the public has a right to know. We as legislators and you, the media, have a right to know what is going on in CPS. It's a crazy, warped system that is...
Jim
Runestad. We need to get a hold of him.
Well, what's crazy is Connecticut's the only state that's got that audit that Kathleen swears by. And in an audit, we're missing something like 28 or 35,000 children in CPS, missing children. They're called ghost children. And you know that's going right to the trafficking rink. You know that's going right to the abuse and neglect. You know that's going to a lot of shit, you know. I'm sorry, what can a 14-year-old do? Either sell drugs or sell sex. So,
yeah. Unfortunately, that's the truth of the matters, man.
Right. They can't get a job at a grocery store. No grocery store is going to hire them. And because you got old people now working in the grocery store until the day they die.
Yep.
Yeah. See, John, thank you for that. These problems aren't ours. I have the highest speed internet you can possibly have that we produce this show out of. And this is them messing with us. Look at it. And there's the proof right there. You can see it. Look at that. So, yeah.
So somebody I know today had their shit hacked by somebody out of England, and they charged $5,000 worth of plane tickets, and they were down in D.C. last week. Imagine that.
Huh. Go figure.
Imagine that. And I'm like, dude, somebody scammed you. Somebody lifted those numbers. Somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you going to do,
because you can scan the chips now, you know. They're scanners.
Everybody thinks that we're joking around about this stuff, but it's true. This is.
And again, I don't get why Congress has not mandated freaking cameras in courtrooms. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. These are the things, guys, that we need to break apart. How they can do this. Some states I hear don't even get transcribers. Are you shitting me?
Yep. Well, these are all things, Henry, that we'll work on. But don't forget, the 21st, 8 o'clock, Henry. What are we doing that day, Henry?
Being cool, squaring up with everyone, and saying let's have an open idea of what is going on truly with how we can topple the system.
That's right.
And,
sign up where?
At CPS FC Summit, which would be
CPSnews.com. All right, everybody. Have a good night, everybody.
Hey, man, thanks for having this show tonight. I'll see everyone tomorrow night on my show. Hopefully, we're going to kick some ass tomorrow night because I got a couple things brewing in my head. 7:30 tomorrow night, Darren, right?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow night, Henry.
Everybody's welcome.
Hey, thanks for coming on, bud.
Hey, see you guys.
Appreciate popping you tonight. So we'll see you now every Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow night, too. Everyone will know Cody. Cody's going to be famous.
Cody making Cody famous. That's right.
Peace.
Ambush with the black SUVs. They come armed, they came for me, and they came for her. Stand with us, make parenting great again, abolish CPS. They took her from me, she's across the state. Gone for a year now, taken away. All these people who have written me off, I'm here to show my face and tell you you're wrong. I never was as good as you, and for the record we know that's not true. I'm not trying for a comparison. How dare you, you're embarrassing. I don't wanna be as good as anyone else. I fight this battle, I fight for myself. I am the one who can make this better. It's my job to make things right. I need to pick myself up. It's time for my biggest fight. I don't care about your judgment, I'm glad you gave us this test. But when your life is over, will your heart sleep quietly in your chest? I've got more life to live. As a matter of fact, it's just beginning. I've been given a challenge and my daughter is waiting. It's a fight I can't walk away from, a new life we are creating. So why you sit there mouth full of hating? Be sure my mind is planning on invading. I've got a war to fight and I'm on. I won't give up, I need to win, this is bigger than you. I don't expect you to understand. I am the one who can start over. It's my job to make things right. I need to pick myself up. It's time for the biggest fight. I won't be left behind. This is the time, I call it mine. Step out of the way unless you wanna play Trump. Stand with us, make parenting great again, abolish CPS. There is no time for bickering. The clocks are flickering. Pick up your weapon and join me. If not, go back to ignoring me. I will be on top, pistol going pop, pop. Money falling from my pockets. You'll still be lying on dockets, so fuck you.
They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet.
They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are going to show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped.
And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS Punishers mount up. Here comes the CPS Punisher.
Anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight.
CPS and the courts have lied to us all.
The courts will not disgrace the family. CPS Punisher. soul in the night. The binder full of secrets and weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tebio, warrior, due process king. Every parent's hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us. Now we're the loudest voice in the room. CPS Punisher. Here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher. The educator they never wanted you to find. But as her, the children never leave again. Families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher. This ain't revenge. This is reunification. This ain't rage. This is resurrection. Open the app. Step into the fight. You ready? CPS Punisher. The app you need when they took your kid. CPS Punisher. The truth they hid, now the truth gets lit. Punisher. Download the power, take back the throne. Punisher. You're never alone. CPS Punisher. The educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete. Family restored. The bar is finished. The Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty. Here comes the CPS Punisher.